Okay, Horrors, we're on week 5 now of replays. It's of season 7, blah blah blah, blah blah, you know the fucking gist. Anyways, we got like 4 games to watch because um, I think 1 or 2 of them end up being forfeit wins slash forfeit losses, and another 2 got like really long extensions that I'm not waiting for. So, we got 4 games today. And I don't think they're very long, so anyway, first game we got me versus Steven. We got the Gouging Fire, Galarian Slowking, Ogre-Pon, Mandibuzz, the Dunsparce, and Aurorus versus Quillfish, Roaring Moon, Shaman, Lando T, Rotom Heat, and Empoleon. Honestly, the fact that Quillfish is in the first slot is really telling of how weak the Quillfish my team is, and yeah, that mon is one of the scariest mons I prep for all season. I'm just saying. So getting started. I fucking muted that. Shut up. Okay, so we have Terra Fairy Shaman and Terra Ground Aurorus. But anyways, he's gonna lead Lando. I led Ogre-Pon thinking, you know, lead Quillfish or lead Lando into Intimidate is gonna do a lot, and I decided to just Ivy Cudgel. I wasn't sure if he would just like hard switch or if he'd let Lando kind of go down almost. Because if I crit Ivy Cudgel, like that Lando is like pretty much dead. But he U-turns into Roaring Moon, which means Ogre-Pon didn't get up a spike. Mandibuzz is gonna come in. I think, yeah, just U-turn. Because to be honest, I think U-turn is like the best move Mandibuzz could do versus Roaring Moon, anyways. So yeah. So now we're gonna go Gouging Fire, and then I think I hard switch into Slowking. Yep. His whole idea was to trick Gouging Fire. I think I noticed that play because he didn't bring in Quillfish yet, did he? I don't think he actually brought in Quillfish yet, but his Lando's like not super healthy. The fact that he let Lando take so much health pretty early is kind of telling that he has like no way to beat Gouging Fire. So I was like, okay, he's probably Trick Rotom to bait Gouging Fire. So I end up getting that play correctly. I also Focus Blast right into the Empoleon. Then he goes Lando, and I think I missed Focus Blast. Yeah, that kind of sucks. And he's just getting leftovers recovery at this point. As he knocks off my boots that I don't really think matters. I'm not sure. I'm gonna U-turn. I think I get poisoned. Yep. Going to Slowking, and then I believe he switches out. Yeah, he flip turns out. I'm really happy that Quillfish got flip turn now. It's still like a low base stat total Pokemon, but I still feel like Quillfish, like, that mon holds up really well still. Even for like a Gen 2. Like on average, I think in Gen 2, Quillfish was like kind of garbage. But like, it stayed pretty much the same, whereas everything else ended up becoming worse than it, which is kind of interesting. I missed Focus Blast again. How many times did I click 3 times and I missed twice? I land for 18%. And I'm just gonna stay in with Slowking. I miss again. Nice. And then he knocks off. I think at that point I just I couldn't really switch around very well. Especially because Mandibuzz is poison and it's kind of like middling low, so I was just like, okay, Slowking's kind of pointless at this point anyways, so I might as well Hyper Voice into the Empoleon, and then Earth Power is going to knock it out. He goes Shaman now, and then I go to Dunsparce. Seed Flare is going to come out. It looks like kind of a bulky-ish Shaman, I think. Or it's like not very offensive. Unless I was calculating Life Orb. No, that might just be offensive shaman. It might be a life orb that I remember calking doing like almost half. He's just gonna Volt Switch, kill my Mana Buzz. Mana Buzz wasn't really doing that much anyways. Plus, I think I needed the chip on Rotom because I wasn't sure exactly what it was yet. But I see here that Hyper Voice does like a lot. So here, I think yeah, I Rock Polished, and then I Earth Power. I think I Rock Polished because I was like, yeah, Rotom can't really kill me. And then even if Rotom did kill me, then I'd just go Gouging Fire and like kind of instant win. Hyper Voice is going to not do that much. And then Seed Flare is going to kill. If he missed Seed Flare here, then Aurora is actually 6-0'd. Which is insane. Yeah, everything is at this point slower or dies. Unless Moon is like bulkier than I thought it would be. Like it could live a Hyper Voice, but it's kind of unlikely. But either way, I go Gouge now. And Dragon Dance on the Shaman. And at this point, I think, yeah, Heat Crash to kill it. And because he's not Booster Speed Moon, plus he already brought out his Moon, Gouge pretty much has the free win. The only problem here is that I have to get 3 Scale Shots, which ends up happening anyways. And then I think even if Gouge went down here, the Dunsparce should win this anyways. But we get a Gouging Fire win for once. So GG's to Steven. I saw Trick Rotom Heat coming from like 5 miles away. Trust me, I've seen Trick Rotom before. And so, for some reason, Galarian Slowking is always like the one that gets victimized out of it. Anyways, now we got the Danley versus Zelda. Really interesting matchup, I think, because Basculin is Terra, and he's facing a rain team. Does regular Basculin get Swift Swim? No, it doesn't. But adaptability in the rain is going to hit like really hard. Only thing is, I'm not sure exactly how he handles Floatzel. Maybe it's a mix of Buzzwole and like maybe like a Violite Bisharp. Buzzwole should always take a hit, I would think, but I'm not sure. Oh my fucking god. Shut up. You know what? I'm just gonna fucking turn off the music here while I'm at it. I tried recording this before, and my computer decided to freeze like 30 seconds into the video. I should still be recording, right? Yeah. So anyways, we got Meowscarada versus Staraptor. It's Intimidate Staraptor, which is cool, I guess. Because what else would you run on this thing, like Reckless? Well, I think your other ability is Reckless anyway. We go Bisharp, which is kind of, I mean, like, I guess you could go Bisharp, but, like, it's close combat? Lol. Are you gonna close combat into the... No, you U-turn. Okay. Ferrothorn, yeah, okay, this is exactly what I was expecting. Like, Ferrothorn is not a Vikavolt answer. I have no idea why you'd rock either. Do you agility here? Yeah. Yeah, this is very scary for you. I think now you... Why did you go Wake? Oh, it's faster. Okay, fair. I thought you'd go Pelipper and then sack Pelly and then click Wave Crash with Floatzel until you die. But that works too, I suppose. I'm not sure if that's what I would have done. We see Sub Annihilate with lefties. Do we see like Thunder Punch come out? We see Bulk Up. Interesting. Sub Bulk Up. Yeah, Rage Fist isn't gonna do that much. That did nothing. What? Okay, so it's just like specially defensive. Hurricane. And Ferrothorn comes back in on the knock. And then you go Buzzwole. I think Buzzwole has Thunder Punch though. Honestly, Buzzwole kind of like... Oh, and it's defense boosting. Okay, but you have to switch out on Walking Wake here. Hurricane. Now the rain's gone. I guess you just Sucker Punch for the damage. And then you go Meowscarada because it's not speed boosting anymore. U-turn. That did kind of a lot. What is this Meow? I don't even know. Grimmsnarl, Thunderwave, Drain Punch. Oh, we see Citrus Grim. Okay. Then he misses Player Off, which is kind of sad, but honestly, that I don't even know if that matters. Oh yeah, it did. It did. But Grim still beats it anyways, and it's not going to do anything to Meow, who's just going to Flower Trick. That didn't do that much. Okay. Is this like Terra? Wait. It was Terra Vikavolt, right? It was like Terra Electric? I didn't actually pay attention to the Terras. This Terra Water Vika. And just Terra Water Basque. Did the Vika Terra? It's also Terra Flying Floatzel, I just noticed. Huh. I don't know, I don't really care. Grimmsnarl's gonna die, then Floatzel comes in. We see the bulk up. Head Smash still does 80%. Then Wave Crash is gonna kill. But Floatzel's gonna die to recoil anyways. So then Meowscarada comes in. Do you have... Oh, knockoff, okay. I don't know. Yeah, because you're just letting Pelly heal up. If I were him, I probably would have ran Thunder Punch on my Meow. Like, what would I have run? Like, probably like Thunder Punch, Flower Trick, U-turn, Low Kick maybe. You can do knockoff or low kick for Pharaoh. And Pelly comes back in on the Roosting Buzzwole. Okay. Please. Okay, thank fucking God you have Thunder Punch. And Wake should just beat this thing. Yeah. I'm not sure if there's a way for like Buzzwole to speed boost. If it can. I think it can. So speed boosting Buzzwole would have been like the only way to possibly win, but even then I think Wake would have lived any hit. So anyways, now we got Shandy versus Odie. We got the Cleaver, Palmot, Archaludon, Volcanion, Brambleghast, and Florges versus Entei, Iron Crown, Aerodactyl, Zora, Kisui, and Hatterene. Kind of weird that Odie only brought 5 Pokemon, but maybe he did that for a specific reason. So anyways, you see Lead Cleaver on the Iron Crown. That did a lot. Is this like Choice Band? Or is Iron Crown just like not as bulky as I thought? We're gonna see the Tachyon Cutter, which for whatever reason a crit did twice as much for some reason. Heavy Slam is gonna come out and the Focus Miss. Body Press is gonna kill. Yeah, you can't land 2 Focus Blasts in a row unless you're Voids, who will land all of the Focus Blasts and crit 2 of them. But we see Florges just like come in and like somehow get Toxic Poison. I'm not sure exactly what Toxic Poisoned it. But we're gonna see Entei. Maybe that's like Entei's ability. It's like it needs something, so they just gave it like the toxic ability. Hatterene comes in on Volcanion. Kind of interesting to see that the Entei wasn't like Terra, like water or electric for like to hit Volcanion, but it's whatever. Hatterene is going to take a big hit from Sludge Wave, but he does get the para, which is good. And then he's going to go into something. I don't know exactly like what this Volcanion is hitting. Okay, but we see Entei again, and then he gets paralyzed. Why did he go back into Entei? Stone Edge, okay. I was gonna say, I think Entei gets like Stomping Tantrum. I kind of forgot that it even got Stone Edge. Did they give it Earthquake finally? Maybe they finally gave it Earthquake, but I'm not sure. Sacred Fire is going to do, honestly, not that much for Terrafire Entei. Stone Axe is gonna do a lot. Then Aerodactyl's gonna come in. Oh wait, that's not Arrow. Yeah, I was gonna say that's Zoroark right there. Cleaver. Okay, no, Cleaver is just Scarf. And for whatever reason, he's just spamming Wisp. But he gets off the Hex, which is nice. Cleaver is just gonna come in, I think. Yeah, Stone Axe. I think even U-Turn would have just killed it as well. Now Cleaver's up against nothing, and for whatever reason, Shandy goes into Bramblegast. Entei comes back in. Good thing for Odie, that's boots Entei. Now Cleaver's gonna come in, and then, yeah, I think at that point you might as well just sack Entei. And then you kind of have to hope that Aerodactyl wins. I guess you can Parting Shot. Aerodactyl comes in, it dies anyway. And then for whatever reason, Cleaver has to click another move in order to win, even though he already won. But yeah, we see the Cleavor finish up here. Did Cleaver get like almost all the kills? I feel like it killed almost everything. But yeah, GG's to Shandy and Odie. Odie, honestly, I feel like it was a really close game, and like Odie was winning by kind of a lot, but Scarf Cleaver just kind of takes the game. I guess that's why you should have kept Iron Crown alive, huh? Anyway, we have Medroxa versus Heister for our last game. I feel like we already watched this shit, but like, maybe not. I don't think I remember Sandaconda in a game. But we have Aegislash, Hydreigon, Dondozo, Iron Thorns, Sandaconda, and Sylveon versus Diggersby, Galarian Moltres, Pheasantipity, Iron Boulder, Terra Magneton, and Ogerpon Wellspring. And then obviously the Terra Iron Thorns as well. Music should be off, yep. Okay, and then our Terra types, Iron Thorns is water for once. He opted to actually go for a type that wasn't ice. Wow. And Heister went for it's just Terra Electric Magneton. Okay. Can get behind that. See the Hornleech come out. Dondozo just does not give a shit. I'm kind of surprised that Heister would run like a weaker grass move versus Dondozo. I feel like this is a matchup where you kind of have to have Ivy Cudgel, but sure. Magneton's gonna come in. Okay, honestly, I was expecting Dondozo to like click Protect or something. But we see the Sandaconda come in on the Flash Cannon, yeah. I was gonna say, Magneton, you're not gonna do very well against Sandaconda. But for whatever reason, Sandaconda is just faster than Magneton. At least like a base speed wise. And maybe Heister calc this thing to not be like very bulky. So that's probably why he switched out. Otherwise, I think if it were me, I would have just clicked Flash Cannon again. But we see the Glare go on to the Ogerpon. Ogerpon can't hold items, so you can't really fuck it with it. Diggersby's gonna come in on the Aegislash, as for whatever reason, Air Slash does like half. Is Diggersby really that frail? Maybe it is. I think Diggersby's purpose is to like click moves and then hope that it kills. I'm not sure if it's actually like bulky at all. See the Dragon Dance behind Reflect. This is another reason to have Ivy Cudgel, by the way. because you can possibly crit through the reflect. Yeah, and then Ogerpon dies because of the bullshit. But yeah. Magneton also dies. Could have been a good matchup for, like, I don't know, like a Violate Magneton here. But yeah, I don't know. I think Med just kind of wins. Yeah, he gets the 6-0 with Iron Thorns. And to be honest, like, I probably should have banned Iron Thorns from Terra. Because you can just see, like, you get up Reflect and then you just kind of win. You can glare things with Sandaconda. I think Med built, like, a really nice team around winning with Iron Thorns specifically. Because, like, unlike Auroras, for example, like, at least Thorns can set up as well as change its typing, and it's pretty much just as bulky, and it gets, like, a lot of, not the same coverage, but it gets, like, the coverage it needs, especially with Terra. So yeah, I respect Iron Thorn's Terra for sure. And yeah, I guess that's fucking it. I think the thumbnail of the week is gonna be Iron Thorns, because it literally 6-0'd, right? Did any of the other mons even, like, click a move? This thing clicked Air Slash once. Reflect, Glare, no attack. Didn't come in, clicked only Yawn. Yeah, Iron Thorns got all 6 kills. Because the other mons didn't even really, like, click an attacking move. Except for AG, which is insane. And the Iron Thorns, like, it didn't even take any damage, which is insane too. Yeah. Yeah, GG's for that. Gouging Fire finally did something. Quillfish was kind of scary. Wake kind of did stuff. Cleaver got a lot of kills. This is, I think, the most interesting game. Because this one was just like Gouging Fire win. This had a bunch of other shit going on. This one ended up just being kind of like a Cleaver sweep. And then obviously the Iron Thorn sweep. And yeah, that's kind of it. Kind of a short video, but whatever, we'll take those. And I'll see you guys for week 7, whatever the fuck that is, because I'm giving it up to you guys to decide if y'all want like a recess break and catch up on the missing games, so I don't have to put in so many forfeits. I feel kind of bad, but like at the same time, y'all should know how to schedule. So yeah, see you guys next week.